But it's awesome to be here. But let's introduce these skaters. We got Louis Lopez.
Yeah,
he's a veteran, you know, already in the first couple of years of being professional. He's killing it.
Louis was the little kid on the scene for years and years, and then all of a sudden he shot up and became just this awesome super pro. And of course, one of our favorite guys of all time, Evan Smith, originally from Florida, where we're from.
Our neighbor from Tampa, Ripper, super pro right there.
Evan Smith.
Evan Smith, we're so stoked to have him here. And another one from Orlando, or Florida as well.
Represent. This kid is an absolute maniac, switch god. He's 22 years old from Flagler Beach, Florida. You seen Spring Breakers? He lives every day like that. It's Blake Carpenter.
He's killing it, man.
Spring break. Ooh, dude, talk about the man of the hour. This guy, the Skateboard Mag Am of the Year, Chris Joslin on Plan B, video part of the century, can jump down everything. He's known as a Superman. Chris Joslin.
And the crowd knows it too. It's the dude you don't get to see in contest. New kid on the block, you know, just destroying it.
When you ask people, who do you think is going to advance? Who do you think who's going to get one of those top 2 spots into the Street League Pro Tour? People say Chris Joslin and then someone else. We'll see.
We'll see. Here comes Louis right now in his first run. 45 seconds.
And Louis knows how to skate a contest. We've seen him do it for years and years. Switch from 50. That's so sick.
That's probably the first time he's done that here today.
Here's what's great about Louis. He can mix it up. He can skate tranny. He can skate rails and hubbas. He's got every kind of trick, and they're all hard. Half cab crooks, and he stays on. That's the thing, too. Oh!
The 180 fakie 5-0 on the ledge.
Fakie nose blunt.
Killing it. Big Lou's probably tuning in early in California for him, but I'm sure he's rooting on his boy.
Front tail to fakie. Always staying on.
I'm a big fan, man. He came up through all the damn AM contests, Tampa AM, frontside nose blunt, shutting it down.
Boom.
Good job, Louis. The train passing right through. Nixon clock winding it out.
That was a perfect start. With a 6.6 score,
great job.
Louis handling it.
Here on Heat 5, 4 skaters left in this heat and only 4 skaters after. Man, it's a nice stacked lineup. Coming in right here, originally from Orlando, Florida. Great musician, great skateboarder. Here comes Evan Smith. Crooked grind into the bank.
Evan's uncle was an aspiring pro skater back in the 80s, and he kind of played the role of like, hey, Evan, this is what you need to do in skateboarding. Be awesome. Oh, man, I just heard in my earpiece that Evan's board is broken in 2 places, and he's still skating it. But that's Evan, right? He's like down for the flow. That's what he does.
He's killing it.
Yeah, he goes for it. He's unpredictable. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's bails, but when he puts it together, best thing you've ever seen in your life.
Man, he rips. He's got those bionic legs, those bionic pops.
What was he trying? I don't even know what he was trying.
Cap back nose blunt at the tail end and coming in from like outer space. Like 10 feet tall.
All right, let us take a look at a GoPro replay from Evan Smith's run. Here we go, bump to bump. Oh, just a cruiser kickflip. Everything he does looks amazing, though. Evan Smith.
He's got power.
Originally from Florida, just like this guy. Flagler Beach, now living out in Cali, thanks to the boys at Tumyeto, including Mike Sinclair. What's up, Mike? Here we go. Here's your boy, Blake Carpenter. You don't know if he's skating switch or regular.
You don't,
he's
man.
Good both ways.
Blake's, been killing it for years. For the last 2 years, like super pro on his way.
Frontside 180 fakie 5-0.
My guess right now that hopefully the guys over at Tumyeto will be hooking up with a pro board. Blake Carpenter, a little bit of time left on the Nixon clock. Feeble grind, 180 out. That's attempts. And there's that horn. That's going to wind it down right there for Blake Carpenter. Somebody that you didn't know of, but the last 2 years, coverage left and right on the Nike SB camp. Our hometown buddy, neighboring Tampa, not
Next
too
in.
far away.
The man of the hour, Chris Joslin. A lot of pressure on this guy, I'm sure, because he's famous for being so gnarly. Starting out with a gnarly heel. Chris Joslin, back three, power. Yeah, floater, front side ollie. Over the hip to hip. Quarter pipe is mellow, too. It's hard to get a good pop on it. Yeah!
It is.
Coming off. Front side way switch crook. Chris Joslin setting up for the big section. You know this is where he's good. Going for the Chetty Thomas down the stack. Hard flip, backside 180.
A little bit of time left on the Nixon time clock. Here comes Chris Joslin. I don't get to see him in real life too often.
Oh, that was sick. Chetty Thomas at the buzzer, bolts landing. Chris Joslin.
Crowd stoked.
Good. Yeah,
Everybody's stoked.
We are stoked. 6.1, that is a really good score. Based on all the runs we've seen all day, that is a great score to put in for the run. Look, there it is. Hard flip, catch, turning it backside 180.
Great job on the cameras. All the guys behind the scenes killing it to bring it to your living room right here. And back to the top of the list.
Taking it back to the top of the order, Louis Lopez. We're going to talk a little strategy with this guy. You know, we heard from Alec earlier. What's his strategy? Louis has a different approach. These are his keys to the course.
Easy and work your way up, because you don't want to like try something super hard and then straight away just mess up, and then it just throws the whole thing off. So I'd say I just like you work your way up throughout the runs, and that usually tends to work out better.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Work your
Louis.
way up. I remember Alec's strategy was save it for the end and go for the hammer. Louis is just work your way up, man. And his first run was awesome, 6.6. And I bet he's going to do it again, and then he's going to do it again and again.
Man, he's a pro to the contest circuit, how it works. Half cap crooks. Working the ledge, little 180 fakie 5-0 out.
Fakey nose blunt. He's got something for every obstacle.
I'm surprised not to see his sidekick, Current Caples, out here.
Me too.
You know?
Me too.
Usually they're traveling together. Usually they're killing it. Another good run, Louis Lopez. Stoked to see him out here.
Right
From
on.
California, always traveling the world. Riding for Flip Skateboard.
Another 6.6. Two amazing run scores. That's what you need to do. See, Louis is sticking to his strategy. He does have the keys to the course.
And originally from Orlando, Florida. Gonna shout out Mike Speranzo.
Speranzo,
Musician.
Pittsburgh.
He's in the band. Here it
Drowning
comes.
Clowns. Evan Smith, unpredictable.
You got it. Big stale fish over the gap. Throwing it down. Board slide out the hard way. Plenty of time on the Nixon time clock. Man, he looks powerful. I want Evan to get in to the World Tour.
You know why? Because you always want to keep seeing him skate because he brings it. He's
Dude,
so sick.
He looks like he's having so much fun, and everything he does is like 10 feet. It looked like he front flip stale fish disaster.
I think so, yeah. That's probably why his board's broken in 100 places. Kickflip nose man, he's so good. He's so good. Unfortunately, he had a couple falls in that run, but he did a lot of great stuff too. 5.8 solid scores, so he's got two good runs in. If he comes through in the best trick section, he can kill
I
it.
am confident he will come through. And here comes Blake Carpenter, another Floridian. Always ripping on the scene. You haven't seen him in too many contests at this level, but this is the probe and the opportunity for guys like this to get to the World Tour.
And this is one of Sinclair's boys. He made him work for it, though. Sinclair saw him skate with a wrist guard about 10 years ago and said, nah, I'm not going to hook him up. And then finally, Blake lost the wrist guard. You see no wrist guard? That's because of Mike Sinclair.
That's all right. It's all for the better. Mike Sinclair, if you're out there from the Toy Machine group, you should have came over and joined us.
Oh, he'd have to take a boat, though. He would still be on his way.
He doesn't fly.
No. All right, half cab, Crooks, Blake Carpenter.
Blake.
Smiling.
Great job.
Yeah, loving it.
Effortless out there. Rocking the Nike SB hat. Nollie heel on the ledge. And that's going to be time right there. But this one's for you, crowd out there. A little frontside 180 switch 50-50. Let's give it up for Blake Carpenter right there, man. It's great to see him out here.
Great run score, 6.3. Man, these guys came through with the runs. This is a 4-man heat, heat number 5.
It's going really quick. This is the 5th heat out of 6. And once again, only 8 skaters are making it to tomorrow. Coming in, Chris Joslin right there, 3-flip into the bank. Back 3 over the bump to bump, full speed ahead. Paul's favored to make it into the World Tour, the top 2. I'd love to see him in it as well.
I mean, he is on everyone's list, and everybody's talking about him. They're like, what is this guy's deal? He's like, his knees are blown out. He jumps down the biggest stuff. He's crazy. Oh. Again. Man, he's doing it. Hard flip, back 180. Back nose blunt, cheek.
Hey, it's a contest make.
That was insane. He stayed on. There it is, backboard right at the buzzer.
Oh.
I saw the clock run out while he was still on his board. That was, in my book, a perfect run from Chris Joslin. Nice, 6.2 and a 6.1.
I'm clapping.
All right.
Good job, Chris Joslin.
Okay, we are gonna take a little break. We'll be back with the best trick. There is your current leader of Heat 5, Louis Lopez. Stick around, we'll be back. Here, bringing you all the action all day here at the qualifiers. And then tomorrow we have semifinals and finals. Check out all the action. Be sure to tune in to streetleague.com for all the information. And there is your leader of Heat 5, Louis Lopez, who just killed the runs. And now it's 5 attempts at best trick. Louis starting off strong always. Louis' run scores were the 2 highest run scores of the entire day. That's how you do it. That's how Louis does it. He's a machine. He's a contest vet.
This is how you do it right here. Evan Smith, I'm pulling for him.
Always. Florida represent. Mike Speranzo in Pittsburgh, PA.
Speed ahead for the
Whoa!
I almost didn't see that. Was that the frontside flip? Is that?
He did kick flip.
Frontside flip, stale fish?
Stale fish, front D for a 7.4. Huge.
Oh my God.
Evan Smith. What a maniac. Look at this.
Look how quick. Perfect flip.
That is unbelievable. Don't hurt him. Too late.
Man.
He hurt him.
Good job, Evan Smith. Orlando, Florida. Here comes his neighbor from Florida as well. Mr. Blake Carpenter, his first best trick attempt.
Biggie backboard, staying on. Blake's doing it. We haven't seen Blake skate too many contests. He's not known as the contest dude. He's known as a switch master. That's it. Maybe after this,
the switch master.
Yeah.
Maybe the contest switch master.
After this, he could be known as the guy who qualified into the Pro Tour.
You know,
Joslin. Not quite.
Chris Joslin, also not known as the contest guy.
Right.
No contest coverage from Dam Am or anything in the past through our network.
But Joslin had really good scores in the run also. Half cab, back 50. Louis holding on. He's perfect.
Yeah, Louis.
He doesn't fall.
Effortless, smooth, amazing skateboarder.
6.6.
Speaking of flip skateboards, I saw Tom Penny out here the other day. Him and Ian
saw him
Egan
as well. Sick. That was me. That's me doing
That
my
was you. That was the Tom Penny impersonation. Here comes
Tom. Well, look at the speed. What's
Evan
going on?
Smith, full speed ahead.
Indy.
Into the bank.
Back 180 over the entire planter box with a broken board, fueled by just pure energy.
Strength, power. Evan Smith, seen him grow up, you know, from being like 3.5 feet to now 6 feet tall over the last, 15 years of growing up around Florida.
Here's another one. Blake, oh, he did the regular biggie backboard, going for the switch version. Not quite. He's got a few more tries. Next in, Chris Joslin. I want to see him get this backside flip. I mean, his signature move is just hucking everything. Yeah!
There it is.
Go.
Backside flip.
Backside flip. Man, his part in the Plan B video is beyond comprehension. I don't know how he lived through that, much less made all that stuff.
Well, as humans progress, we were talking about it the other night with Jeff Rowley on how his body's just different and able to absorb all those big slams and big falls and big makes. Yeah, Louis Lopez.
Again, Louis with the Gons grind on top of the volcano. So sick. So, like, he talked about that strategy. He's going to come in and just move it up. 6.9. Just keep building on what he's already done.
Consistency, getting great scores has put him in 6th place right now.
And that's on with only 4 of his scores. He's got more coming.
Well, only 4 scores count.
Right.
It's anybody's
got a bunch
game.
More tries.
Look at the crowd pumping up Evan Smith right here. Full speed ahead. Here he goes over the planter. Into the bank.
Oh, come on.
He could just kind of play it safe here and there and make it, but he's going for broke.
He has 3 scores. He definitely needs to make one more trick if he has a chance. And if he does, there's a really good chance he'll make it in to the top 8. No guarantees.
There are no guarantees in life, Paul, or in skateboarding events, or guarantees when you go for really hard tricks that you're going to make them to get you in the top 8 here at the Pro Open in Barcelona.
As we move through these heats, though, it becomes more and more obvious that there's no point in just trying basics. You got to just do your best stuff and hope you land it. Joslin. Yeah, look at that. He goes so fast, too.
Hard flip over the hubba right there. Man, I'm stoked to see him skate in real life. All the footage, I follow him on Instagram, seen him in the Plan B video, and now you get to see him in real life right there. Hard flip, slow-mo replay, over the hubba. Good job, Chris.
And it's one of those things, just because you can put it down on video doesn't mean anything when it comes to skating in front of thousands, millions of people.
Yeah, and but in his case, he can do it in video and in person. Every time almost. Superhuman almost. Here comes Louis Lopez.
Oh, Louis, don't hurt him. Frontside 180 switch crooks. Another amazing trick. This guy putting it down again and again and again with the 6.9.
Yeah. High five in the crowd. People are stoked. We're stoked. Louis Lopez, man, sitting right now in 5th place. Here comes Evan. All right. I'm pulling for him.
Let's get it.
Florida's pulling for him.
You can do this, Evan. There it is. Indy mega launcher over the entire planter box. Evan Smith doing it. I'm relieved because I feel like he's going to keep trying that until he made it. 8.2. The judges are backing it.
They're backing the grab. Yes. We love it, man. It's Evan. It's Evan Smith. Nobody could do it better. Here's the replay slow-mo. Look at that, all the way over the planter into the bank. That was his 3rd attempt. Finally locking down his 4th score, putting him back on the boards a little bit. In 4th place.
Overall,
look at that.
Overall,
good
Evan
job.
Smith in 4th place, which is a comfortable spot to be. No guarantees, but now in the overall leaderboard, Alec Majerus moving down in 7th place. Chris Joslin bubbled at 8th place on the overall board. Here we go. Come on, Blake.
Blake Carpenter having a hard time, but in this heat, when you look at these numbers, you have Chris Joslin, Louis Lopez, and Evan Smith moving in the top overall 8 and possible skaters that could make the top 8 here today. This heat has really stepped it up. Here comes Chris Joslin, currently in 8th place overall. Throwing it down. That's maybe too short for him.
So far, including this guy, 3 skaters from this 4-man heat are sitting in the top 8 as we speak.
Oh!
I want a switch, feeble grind for Louis. He's unstoppable.
So perfect.
Wow. That's insane.
So perfect.
He's making
man.
everything. He's doing it all.
Man, he's had consistency the entire time that has now put him in 4th place. 8.0 on that trick. Great job, Louis.
Man.
Great job. Flip skateboards. They know how to pick them. It's awesome that he's been on tour with us through Dam Am, Tampa Am, and now in the pro ranks. Great job, Louis. Good job. Here it comes. Evan Smith, one of the 3 skaters out of this heat that are now in the top 8. This heat is stacked. Here comes Evan.
What? What?
540 over the gap.
Evan Smith again and again.
Man.
Dude, this heat is killing it.
The crowd is stoked. Evan's stoked. We're stoked. Right now, he's in the top 8, currently in 5th place. Did he move up? Currently in 1st place.
Whoa,
The judges like what they see. Check out this replay.
Alley-oop.
Big 360 the hard way towards his heels, making it solid here at the Barcelona Pro Open. I'm so stoked. Evan Smith, long distance high 5. Congratulations, you're killing it. And here comes another Floridian right here, Blake Carpenter, who's having a hard time right now. This whole heat stacked. 3 of these guys are in the top 8.
Blake needs to make this trick. He only has 3 scores up. They're good scores. He needs an 8.3. That's going to be a hammer. He needs to bring a hammer. If he makes it, he could potentially advance into
These
the semis.
are the last runs for these guys in this heat, but like I said, 3 of the 8 dudes are.
He went for it. He went for it.
Man, I'm gonna applaud Blake right here.
Big ups to Blake for
Having
coming
a hard
out,
time.
holding it down for Florida, Flagler Beach.
Chris Joslin's on the bubble. 8th overall right now.
He could potentially advance, but there is 1 more heat to go that could bump him out. Backside bigger flip! Oh!
Goodness!
Oh! Backside bigger flip to bolts down the big stack. Chris Joslin blowing minds. Blowing minds.
That's why. He's
9 Club,
here.
9.1. We just started 9 Club. 9 Club of the day. Yeah, Chris Joslin. Brian, we talked about, we wanted to shout out some 9s here this weekend. We got our
Here it
chance
is.
right there. Thanks to Chris Joslin. Bolts. Look at that, man. Whoa.
Good job, Chris Joslin.
These guys
9 Club.
in Heat 5 absolutely murdered.
Good job.
Yeah.
He's stoked. Plan B represent.
Bright
Doing
future.
such a great job. Man, when you look at the top 8 right now, this 5th heat, 3 of the guys made it in so far. Right there, Evan Smith, Chris Joslin, and Louis Lopez. Man,
That was incredible.
it's
That was incredible skateboard. All right, let us take a look at the overall standings. Currently, Evan Smith is sitting in 1st place with a 30.8. He killed it. Followed by Nassim Guamez, Chris Joslin, Cody Mack, Moses Adams, Louis Lopez, Rio Sajiri, and Alec Majerus. And we got to talk about monsters making the cut, because with only 1 heat left, we already know that some skaters have made the cut, including Nassim Guamez. Nassim Guamez making the cut with Monster. Killed it. He is going to tomorrow's semifinals. Look at that, the Gons grind. Frontside 180 switch, backside 50-50. With only 1 more heat to go, these guys will advance to tomorrow's semifinals. Nassim Guamez and Evan Smith guaranteed. Holy smokes, it just got heavy. Wow, thanks for tuning in. This is Street League Skateboarding. These guys are out here killing it. We have 1 more heat to go. Stick around. We'll be back right after this.
see you guys in just 1 second.